for most Californians, it's the largest transaction you'll ever make, buying a home.
Certainly so, because so much money is, of course, involved. Hackers are now targeting home buyers at an alarming rate.
And CBS 2's investigator Kristine Lazar spoke with a West Hollywood man who lost tens of thousands of dollars through wire fraud. Kristine?
So much money is on the line, especially when our median home value is over $600,000 here in LA County. Now, so far this year, thieves have stolen more than $46 million from home buyers through email hacks. It's happening so often, the FBI has put out a warning telling those home buyers to never use email to send or receive financial information. First-time homebuyer Tom Kogia was scammed out of his down payment.
It was almost $60,000.
Big money, part of a growing scam where hackers target homebuyers through wire transfers.
I, of course, knew that scams happen, and that this kind of thing happens all the time. You're not on guard 24/7 about it.
In Tom's case, thieves hacked into his realtor's email account and sent him an email from her address telling him that it was time to close. The hackers attached updated wire instructions and asked that Tom and his friend, who were buying the home together, wire $117,000 that morning. Tom did what he was told and even called the number listed on the wire instructions to make sure he was sending his portion of the money to the right place.
He knew the amount and the address and who I was, and so he was able to verify all that stuff.
Later that morning, Tom texted his realtor and said, "Sent the funds same-day wire," to which she replied, "Great." 5 hours later, Tom's realtor realized something was amiss and texted him again, "Tom, where did you send the money?"
I just felt like all the blood just kind of drained from my face, and I just stood up in this meeting at work and just ran out.
Tom was able to get Bank of America to put a freeze on the account, but it was too late to stop the transaction.
It took me years to save up that much money, right? And for somebody to just decide, I'm just gonna take that.
Did they ever find the people who stole your money?
No, and they told me they probably never will.
Tom's broker, Douglas Elliman, accepted no responsibility for his loss. In this letter, an attorney for the real estate company said this was a cybercrime over which we had no control and pointed out that Tom signed a wire fraud advisory rider during escrow. Tom says he signed hundreds of documents and doesn't remember reading it.
I think it's a big enough problem that, a 30-second conversation with my agent would have been enough to make sure that I knew, just to be on alert.
Steve White is the president of the California Association of Realtors. He says wire instructions should only be sent through standard mail or picked up in person.
Do not trust email communications about money transfers.
Tom tells Two on Your Side he's speaking out to warn others.
If I had known that this was something that was being done, it would have, when that email came in, it would have been just enough to make me think, all right, we talked about this.
Now, the FBI recommends you take that extra step and call your realtor and your escrow officer before wiring any money. Tom was finally able to recoup about half of what he lost, about $30,000 from the bank, and that's after nearly a year of police work. Now, last month, the FBI arrested 74 people for hacking business emails, including those of realtors and escrow officers, and 2 of those arrests were right here in LA. Now, Tom's realtor used a personal email account when she was going back and forth with him. Now, her real estate company says they really encourage their realtors to use the company email because that's more secure. So that's another option. Talk to your realtor about what email they're using and sending you information. Because as we know, when you buy a home, you send a lot of very sensitive information.
Exactly. And read the fine print, right?
Yeah, but you get so many pages, right? So this is our warning to everyone. Be careful with those wire instructions. Do it in person, confirm everything, make phone calls. You don't want to be the next victim.
Not just his money, but all that time that he had to spend to try to recoup that money as well.
Almost a year.
Gee.
All right. Thank you, Kristine. Well, can Two on Your Side help you? Just email us at twoonyourside@cbs.com with your problem, or on Twitter. Use the hashtag #TwoOnYourSide, and we will see what we can do to solve it.